Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I know I haven't filmed on here in a while, and I think the last thing I did was a review of the Royal Rumble. So basically after the Royal Rumble, I pretty much started working all the time and going to school, and I've just been busy. But now we are basically just stuck in our houses while we wait out coronavirus. So that being said, I thought I would make another video. I'm planning on filming a couple of different videos while I'm stuck at home bored because I can't go to school or work. So that being said, I want to film a couple of different videos. I think I'm gonna do some like WrestleMania themed videos, just some wrestling videos in general, because to be honest, it's a nice distraction from everything else that is going on. So that being said, expect some of that in the upcoming future. But today I wanted to talk about basically what's going on with WWE right now and kind of their approach to how everything's kind of going on in the world. So last week on SmackDown, they actually did SmackDown at the PC, and there was nobody there, and it was kind of eerie, but I didn't hate it. I actually was kind of entertained, especially with Triple H on commentary. I thought it was entertaining. It definitely for a little bit took my mind off everything else. And then last night they had Monday Night Raw in the PC as well. And I don't know, it was very, very interesting. Because obviously you don't have the crowd reaction, which is kind of what, at least in my opinion, I kind of gauge like how into the show everyone is based on their reactions. So it was kind of weird not to have that. But yeah, it's been interesting. There's still matches, but really not that many. More so we're getting promos and kind of like clips of other matches and stuff, and I don't mind it. It is a nice distraction from everything else that's going on, so I don't hate it, that's for sure. So the big question, of course, has been what is going to happen with WrestleMania. Since WrestleMania is this huge event, there's like 80,000 people, and we're not supposed to be in groups of more than like 50 or something like that. So everybody was kind of like, okay, they didn't cancel it at first, like what's going on? Like clearly they're not really gonna have it. And they announced yesterday that they're gonna be having it at the PC. So basically the first WrestleMania with no attendees. And I think it's an interesting idea for sure. Just like having the shows without it. My thing is like that works for, like the 2 hours of SmackDown, 3 hours of Raw. But a 7-hour show, because y'all know WrestleMania goes on forever and ever and ever. And it just seems kind of crazy to me that they would want to do it at the Performance Center. So my first thought was like, why not just push it back? Even if you had to push it back to like the summer. I mean, I know we have SummerSlam and everything, but everything else in between WrestleMania and SummerSlam is kind of just there. There's like Money in the Bank in between. Extreme Rules, I think, is in between, and something else is in between, I think. So, I mean, really, these pay-per-views aren't super important. They just, push along storylines up until SummerSlam, pretty much. So, I don't really see why it would be that big of a deal to push it back. I realize maybe you don't want to have WrestleMania in July and then have SummerSlam in August, but maybe push SummerSlam back until, like, September, and maybe just skip straight to Survivor Series in November, and then you can have the Royal Rumble in January. And yeah, like that, maybe that only gives us like 4 pay-per-views in the year, 4 or 5 pay-per-views, but instead of like the normal like 10 to 12. But in my opinion, that is better than doing it in front of no people, because that has to be a massive hit to WWE's pockets. I mean, people are obviously going to get their refunds, but I'm like, it just kind of is odd to me. So then today a rumor came up, and I don't know how true this is, and I'm not sure how much I believe this, but basically there was a rumor that came out that the WWE, the only reason they said they're moving it to the PC is so that they can get their insurance money, basically, for having to cancel the event, I guess. So they had to like, basically come up with I don't even know the word for it. It's all over Twitter though. There's this like whole rumor that they're not actually going to do it at the PC. What they're actually going to do is try to push it back to June and do it at Madison Square Garden. Now, I personally am okay with this because I have a personal, like, I really like Madison Square Garden. Maybe it's because WrestleMania 20 was the first, like, WrestleMania I really got to watch live, so maybe that's why I'm really okay with it. But I actually don't think this is a terrible idea. I think it gives much more time to build storylines, because obviously they're not filling the entire SmackDown and Raw episodes with matches and stuff. They're doing more promos and stuff, but if you think about it, some people don't really have that good of storylines. Like, we have storylines like Brock and Drew have a storyline, you know, Undertaker and AJ have a storyline that could definitely be, you know, added some more to. Edge and Randy have a storyline, but we could still add more to that. You know, Becky and Shayna have their storyline. But then, like, other matches don't really have storylines. Like, we don't have a SmackDown Women's Championship match. We don't really have a Tag Team Championship match for the women or the men, really. Like, we could do something with the Intercontinental Championship. You know, you could just build up storylines. The U.S. Championship, we have, you know, the potential to build up different people with Andrade. Like, there's just a lot of potential to build up storylines if you push it back until June. Now, I don't know if that's actually a true rumor. I was very, like, into this rumor when I heard it, though, because I was like, it kind of is cool. Even though it's not, like, an outside stadium, it's cool because, like, you know, Madison Square Garden has this, like, reputation with WWE of being really special. And I don't know, it's just, like, you know, if by the time June rolls around, if everything's, like, cleared up, it would be such a nice thing to come back to, I guess. And it still lets people have their WrestleMania moments. I hate, like, the people that it's, like, their first time, like, they don't get that moment, and it just sucks because, like, they're not gonna get in front of a crowd. So I'm hoping this rumor is true. I don't know if it's true. This is strictly just Twitter saying this, but that would be pretty cool if they just waited another 2 months and actually, like, took the time to build up storylines. Maybe storylines that already kind of have a build up, maybe push them back to the back burner, bring forward some people that we need to get storylines with, you know, get those working, and then kind of when it gets closer to time, start to bring everybody back and really make sure everybody's excited for the storylines. Because there are plenty of championships and plenty of matches, you know, that don't have the greatest of build up. So I think that would be a really good idea. But like I said, don't know. That being said, with them deciding to do WrestleMania at the PC, if that is actually what happens, I do appreciate the fact that WWE is trying to do something. I do appreciate the fact that they are still making TV, because to be honest, like, nobody's doing anything. It's, like, super boring. So it is nice to see that they are kind of trying to entertain, even though, you know, they're not really able to travel right now. They're not really able to do their live shows. They're not really able to do any of that. It is nice that they're still, you know, doing what they can. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, I do hope the rumor's true, though, because that would be really cool and awesome, and it would be nice to actually have WrestleMania with a crowd. But I had this other idea too, and I don't even know how this would even be possible, but I just thought this would be, like, such a cool idea. I know we're in, like, this day and age where we can do all this technological stuff, and I don't even know how you'd make this possible, but I thought it'd be so cool if, like, fans were able to, like, live stream and they could, like, be part of it at the PC. I don't know how you would do this, but it'd be super cool if, like, you could have the fans, like, you know, the sound of them through their computers or whatever being able to, like, filter in to the PC. I think that'd be super cool. I don't know how they would do that, because that would probably be so many people watching it, but I just think that'd be, like, awesome, because then at least you can still get crowd reactions and stuff, but, like, virtually, I don't know. I just think that would be, like, super cool, but I don't know. I'm just saying, I think it would be cool. Even if they could just get the sound to pump in somehow, like, if people have microphones and they could just pump in the sound, that'd be so cool, but I don't know how you would possibly do that, but that is my idea. So anyways, that being said, I just wanted to come on and talk about that, and then tell you guys I'm going to be filming more videos. But I wanted to talk about this because I haven't been on. But Stone Cold Steve Austin just, like, talking to no one was really funny to me. I don't know, that was hilarious last night. I was like, wow. Just nothing. Asuka and Triple H on commentary are fantastic. I would love to see the combination of them together. So yeah, and we will see what happens. But let me know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen. Do you think that this rumor about them actually going to be at Madison Square Garden in June is true? Or do you think it's really going to be at the PC and they're going to figure something out to make it more interesting? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.